my God, Steve Broyles first in tonight, beating Mike Draco by the narrowest of margins. What's up, Poppy? Good to see you here, Mike Draco. Happy birthday to who? Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday? Could be, I don't know. Is it ShopTalk's birthday? Somebody should start the clock on this thing. Tim Stahl coming in. Greg White, what's up, buddy? Our brother from Texas. Here we go. 5 minutes and counting. We're going live with this week's episode of Shop Talk. I'm Chris from Cycle Source Magazine. I'm going to be one of your hosts tonight on Shop Talk. 90 to 120 minutes of all the bullshit we can fit from the two-wheeled world. Great show tonight. Sturgis is like a runaway train, man. We got so much Sturgis stuff to go through here. It's ridiculous. There's more and more stuff in Sturgis every year. This year is absolutely off the hook. We're going to go through all of that. We got great news to talk about with Smokeout. Our guest this evening is Mikey Revolt with Fuel Cleveland. Fuel's got a great new venue this year we're going to be talking about with him. All kinds of good stuff. Feature bikes, tech tips, products. It's like a magazine, but live every week. Sunday night, 9 p.m. Shop Talk. All right, man, stick around 4 minutes and we're going live with this one. Oh, James says, my beautiful wife of 30 years, Sherry, baby. We got married on my 49 Pan, and I still have both. Naples, Florida. Right on. Rob Nussbaum, that enduring, well, you know the rest. Professional monkey in the house. What's up, man? Can't wait to see you in Sturgis. Can't wait to see all you guys. Facebook user, Chris, the music is much louder than your voices. Thank you. Look at that. Look how I can fix that. How's that? It's her birthday. Well, happy birthday to Sherry Baby. Wasn't there a song? I'm not turning your microphone on. Forget it. Live from downtown Sturgis, it's Radar. Already there. Radar, they said it's hot. More hot than hell in Sturgis right now. I suggest that we ride to watering holes every day where there's truckloads of precarious beverages waiting for us. Ashley Woodford in the house. Looks like we're at the 2.5 minute mark. That's time enough for you guys to go get a cold drink, kick back and relax, get ready for Shop Talk. 2.5 minutes. Josh Boggs. He says, I have the shittiest Wi-Fi on earth. Josh Boggs from Steel City Blacksmith. Making us some killer stuff for Sturgis. I have a coughing fit. Almost died right here in the studio.
Going down.
Busy making decals for Bonneville. Nice. Bonneville's coming up like a runaway train too. Radar says it's hot as two rats doing their business in a wool sock. That's a colorful metaphor. All right, man, 1 minute, 30 seconds. We're going live with this one. But listen, I want to remind you, don't just be an observer. The comment box that you see on the left-hand side of the screen, that is there throughout the evening. We're looking for your questions, comments, and concerns. Be part of the show. Jump in. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you just missed, what we missed. Whatever you want to do, get involved. Be part of Shop Talk. 1 minute, we're going live with this one. Mrs. Monkey, drink in hand and ready to watch. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Booyah! I heard that. Your mic's hot. Right on. All right, man, 36 seconds. That's enough time. We've made you wait long enough. Let's get this one out of the station, up onto the tracks, and go live with this week's episode of Shop Talk. Here we go. DJs, scooter tramps, and chopper jockeys all across the land. It's Sunday just after 9 p.m. on the East Coast. That means it's time for an episode of ShopTalk here in the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio, 50 floors beneath the street level. I'm your host, Chris Cowan with Cycle Source Magazine. As always, waiting with bated breath, my crew.
Howdy.
Bait.
So,
Even the dog.
real quick, first of all, 5 minutes is forever when you're waiting for the show to start.
I almost fell asleep.
Daniel Tate watching from Dennis Kirk. It's so hot out. He saw a bird blow on a worm before he ate it.
Dude,
That's awesome.
It's no shit. It's been ridiculous hot. Like, all of a sudden, I feel bad for everyone I ever criticized about global warming.
And you can't choke to death and die down there because with smoke out coming up, I'm not sure Mark would actually save you.
Damn Skippy.
He'd be like, this is my out, damn it. I'm done.
Hey, so
I was asleep anyway, so it didn't matter.
Tim Stahl chimed in for a second and said, I'm on my way to the Great Hillbilly Escape at Bucks Indian in September.
What? When? Where? Huh?
What is this? Great Hillbilly Escape?
He said,
And if that means
what?
you're not coming to smoke out, we're fighting.
Yeah, we're not talking.
Forever.
Tim Stahl, of course, smoke out, then escape.
Oh, okay.
But tell us about this Great Hillbilly Escape, because I love the Rinkers. I love Bucks
And you
Indian,
like hillbillies.
and I am a hillbilly.
Well,
So there's that. I mean,
got that coming for you. now that we have that out in the open.
somebody's getting married. Secret invite only. So in other words, I didn't know about it, so I haven't been invited.
Oh,
You
one of those
bastards.
deals. Well, you can't brag about that.
Right?
You can't brag about a secret
So
invite.
now I'm going to call Steve tomorrow and be like, hey,
Hey, Rinker.
what are you doing?
Real nice.
So lots of stuff going on.
Even Nussbaum knows about it.
I know,
So,
right?
we
Michael Arnold says not cool enough.
We need to go hide in the bushes, and when they say if there's anybody here that has something to say prior, we need to jump out.
So lots going on for Sturgis, but we had our first, is it management meeting?
I would use that term loosely.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah. We had our first management style meeting for Smokeout today. And it reminded me, dude, so 25 years of the magazine, any of you cats that know us from only the last 5 or 10 years when we've kind of got our shit together, you won't know the stories of like
You
back
missed
in the
the
day
good stuff.
when we used to do meetings for the magazine. Everybody was close enough that they all came to my house. And my house didn't really have any furniture or anything because when my old lady left at the time, I drug all the furniture into the backyard in the spot where her pool used to be and burned it all. So there was basically just a foosball table, usually a keg of
Well,
beer.
you got to explain. Had to find a way to get it all into one box to mail it to her. So that was the easiest way that we come up with to do it. So
Yeah, I was a handful. Anyway,
stop already.
the only way you could talk at the Cycle Source meetings was if you had the whiskey bottle in your hand. If you didn't have the bottle,
Shut up.
you were boycott from speaking at the meeting.
So this meeting wasn't quite like that.
No.
But it was heading that way.
It was going in sort of in that direction.
Yeah.
Few
You were
people
late, which was
corralling
typical.
Even Tim Stahl says, see, Chris doesn't listen. Just so you know. I'm not the only one. I feel better. Because you were apparently sitting right next to Rob Nussbaum when Steve Rinker told you about the Great Hillbilly Escape. How could you miss something like that?
Did you seriously just call me out?
Well, no.
On a national
Rob
program?
Nussbaum did. I was just reading the comments.
But no one else is necessarily reading Rob Nussbaum's.
Everybody reads Rob Nussbaum's.
She has a point there.
Come on.
So,
It was in the Flannel Mafia net.
but Chris wasn't at Ole. I was at Ole.
He was at Ole.
I was. I was. Ole was glorious this year. It makes me want to go.
Bobby
every
said
year.
he was holding the bottle.
There's so many things I could say there. There's so many things. Anyway,
Well, now that we got that out of the way.
Mom
so
and Dad, please don't fight.
lots of stuff going on. A lot of people say that about you and I. You know that? I hate it. I'm uncomfortable when mom and dad fight in public.
No, they think it's hysterical, just like I do. And it will never stop.
And the dogs aren't everybody, Chris, just to let you know.
So lots of stuff going on with Smokeout, including some of the cool merch that's getting ready to come out. Smokeout. And we have some Cycle Source anniversary stuff for you guys in Sturgis.
Oh yeah, there's this thing we do called a magazine every now and
For
then.
you guys in Sturgis that are lucky enough to get some of our prizes, this is our 25th anniversary year. And this year in Sturgis, we're giving out patches and T-shirts and all kind of stuff.
We don't need no stinking patches.
Marking this auspicious occasion. I got my thesaurus out today. You know?
Whatever.
Lisa Ballard's in the house. What's up? So, yeah, lots of stuff going on with Sturgis, with Smoke Out. We're hoping to cover it all here in our 90 to 120 minutes. But like every show, if you're wondering what Shop Talk is, it's a little program we put together every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We do some entertainment, do some interviews, you know.
You're going to dance?
Feature bikes. Sometimes I dance, sometimes Mark does. It's not pretty.
Will you sing? You can sing.
We start the whole
Oh,
thing.
Sherry. That's right. We're going to do Sherry.
We start the whole thing off with a little program we call the news. The Shop Talk World Report is brought to you by Law Tigers. Get the compensation you deserve and get back on the road with Law Tigers. See that? Now I'm not even ready for the news. I'm just like,
It's the first news you've done in 4 weeks. Shut up and do
I know,
the news.
I'm rusty. So this in from Motorcycle Product or Power Sports News. Take a spin in the all-new Experience Gallery at the HD Museum.
Ooh.
If it seems like there's something new popping up on the campus of the world's only Harley-Davidson museum every month, you're right. The 10,000 square foot Harley-Davidson shop with its eclectic collection of exclusive apparel, collectibles, and accessories has been wowing customers since opening in June, and now the all-new Experience Gallery has been unveiled.
Wow.
Bringing the thrill of the open road to guests for... I can't read this.
All I have to say is, wow.
With this new multimedia experience, guests will be able to hear straight from the HD team how Harley-Davidson motorcycles are designed and engineered to be the most desirable in the world. Find inspiration from your fellow riders, stories, or discover how easy it is to take the first step in learning how to ride. And of course, finish off your visit by throwing a leg over one of 5 fresh from the factory Harley-Davidson models, including the Pan American, a premier 2-wheel multi-tool built to endure, design, and explore, and engineered for adventure. So, pretty cool.
Just to let you know, I was holding it together really well until I looked down at that screen and saw Mikey hysterical laughing. So it's your fault.
Oh, shit.
So when we say we cover the news, it's
rough.
we loosely cover the news. Like we mention it in passing. I put the link up in case you actually want to read it. You can just click it and go there and like read the article.
Come on, listen. Obviously, it's a good thing that they do. They're encouraging new riders and everything else, and they're celebrating the culture. We have a little fun with
That
this
was some
stuff.
serious
Well,
wording.
in
you have to
all
admit.
actuality, it works out good because the issue we're go to print with in just a few days.
This is pretty
Marjorie
exciting.
Kleiman gives us a behind-the-scenes look inside the museum, so that was
Yeah.
really pretty neat. And there will be expanded content when it comes out in digital form. So she gave us a sneak peek behind the scenes.
And we have on next week's program, a little plug for next week,
Yeah.
Mark Hendricks is coming in.
From Tobacco Road Harley Davidson.
And Mark is going to be 2 days out from receiving the whole briefing on the FTC stuff that's going on with Harley Davidson, their official position.
And I think it will be good because Mark he's a super cool guy, number one. He's the general manager at Tobacco Road, and he's your average guy, like Chris and Mark and most of our viewers, and he's going to be able to put it in very plain terms and give us the real honest scoop. So
Which will be nice.
Yeah, it's going to
Right.
be really nice. There's not going to be. He'll take away a lot of the speculation, and he'll be able to answer questions as much as he can. So.
Well, and that was a big thing. For any of you who've been watching the show, when it first came out, we were, like everybody, hearing that there were going to be some pressure applied to the reins for Harley-Davidson to pull back on denying warranties. We were all very excited, but it seemed like it spread through the industry and through the community really fast about, hey, let's go put the biggest cam we can in our brand new motorcycle and warranties are going to be okay. I was quickly brought to the attention that is not going to be the case. And, some sense talked into me from...
So do not pull the cam out of your pickup truck and put it in your bike, whatever you do.
Because that's going to
Right.
avoid the
It's
warranty
not-
of your pickup
Yeah.
and your bike.
Right, then
It
you're
is
double screwed.
not going to pan out real good.
All right, let's go back to the news. That was enough on that. We said we weren't going to talk about FTC
No,
tonight.
I wanted to let people know that Mark was coming real quick. Nussbaum just reminded me, huge shout out to Tom
Yes.
Banks. Please heal quickly.
Yes.
He had a little mishap at the Pittsburgh Grand Prix this weekend,
boy.
and he's going to be out of commission for a little bit with his shoulder. So,
Did he have a mishap?
although
did,
I don't
did
know,
He,
the smile on his face as he's laying in the hospital bed with the sling on looked like he was not actually feeling any any pain at the moment.
Well, in a vintage car race, if you hurt yourself, that's not really hurting yourself. I mean, that's having so much fun. You know, those things are so freaking cool.
this is what I want to say. Did he actually have a mishap, or after that
Christopher, don't even.
after
I
that
know where
big
you're going.
speech that he gave about defending his singles title at Sons of Speed, did he find out that Mark and I
Oh boy.
were planning to launch a single and didn't want to take the chance?
Well, sometimes the truth hurts. Now
So
that
anybody
That
that
sound,
knows
listen, that
Tom,
sound that you just heard, that was the top of Tom Banks' head coming off.
because anybody that knows Tom Banks knows that if you even remotely give him the nod that a race is on, he's gonna whoop your ass, no matter what he's
Oh,
riding.
yeah.
He's
like,
coming.
on the chase, we're on our Ultra Classic. I'm sitting backwards holding a camera. Tom is on what, a 1930 something.
Yep.
And they're racing through the twisties in the Ozarks. They're hitting 85, 90 miles an hour, and I'm backwards on the motorcycle.
At least you didn't see what was coming.
It was not so bad. I was on a modern motorcycle, but he was in the lead, of course. And I'm
Right?
watching him go around Ben's mark, and the whole back of the bike is like this, and he's on it, boy. He was invested 100%.
Tim Kearns. I can't say the
Y'all,
word.
y'all are funny as F when I'm on my meds. Hey Tim, here's the thing though. Tonight we're all on our meds.
Yes, we are.
We're really funny when we're on our meds. All right, let's go back to the news because our guest is waiting for us. This in from BikerNet this week. Lee Whaley as new executive director, Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Hall of Fame. Congratulations there. Sturgis Motorcycle Museum Hall of Fame announced the hiring of Lee Whaley, the new executive director. Penny Tollrud promoted to museum manager. I think we actually announced this last week as well. Also, I'm
did
excited
we?
that
I'm
Lee
sorry.
has joined the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum Hall of Fame team, said museum board president Paul Johnson. She brings over 20 years of experience from motorcycle industry and experience with nonprofits. This is going to be fantastic because, you know, as we say about this all the time, this is for so many of us in the dark side of the motorcycle community. Let's be serious, we're never going to get into Pinkerton. You know, it's not like the AMA is someday going to reach down and grab Mark up and say, Mark Persichetti, for all the fine work you've
Never
done
gonna happen.
on behalf of Chopper Kids everywhere, we want you to be in the Motorcycle Hall of Fame. That shit is not happening.
And thank God we never did any of the stuff we did to get there. So
You know,
that's the nice part about it.
Overall, in all seriousness, I love that Lee is an avid motorcyclist herself.
Yeah.
In that position, because she knows what's important to the motorcycle community, and I think she'll represent it exceptionally well. And her husband's pretty okay too.
So we've been talking about the rash of, if you haven't noticed lately, the con jobs and the hackings that are going on. You know, it seems like every 2 minutes there's a new email. Don't open this email. Open this email. Your bank in Zurich has just been flagged for suspicious activity, even though you don't have a bank in Zurich,
But you still click it anyway.
right?
Or your car's warranty is up.
So that brings us to the next item in the news tonight. Can-Am issues do not ride warning on recalled three-wheel motorcycles. Now, I'm just asking, is this another hack job?
Is
Like
this real?
your motorcycle flashes do not ride?
Oh boy,
No, the handlebars come off.
I hate when that happens.
Over 9,000 2022 model year Can-Am Rikers were shipped with a defective stem bolt for the handlebar assembly that could break and lead to loss of control. According to the documents filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, 56 of the bolts were broken during preparation by dealers, and at least 2 while riding, with one event resulting in an accident and a sprained ankle.
Wow, not a sprained ankle.
So, Chris, I think maybe you spent too much time in the garage with the fumes from the laser engraver, and you might need to take a break. I'm just saying.
I thought they were cooking out when I got here.
Right?
It's the engraver.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to take a break from the news because we've been going on, and Heather's giving me the "Hey, you're getting silly" flag. You're watching Shop Talk. In case you tuned in by accident, we go live with this show every Sunday at 9 p.m. through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We're going to take a break real quick, look at a cool feature bike, check out some Sturgis events. When we come back on the other side, we're going straight to our guest, Mikey Revolt from Fuel Cleveland. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Shop Talk. Out of Focus is brought to you by Garage Build. Submit your build, share your passion. Powered by Dennis Kirk.
My name's Carl Grant, or go by KG. I'm from Miami, Florida. This here is my 1980 Harley-Davidson FXD, or Shovelhead. Had the bike for almost 8 years now, and I love it. This is actually my third Harley that I've owned. This one here, when I picked it up from a lady down in Alabama, I'm the second owner of this bike. It kind of fell into my lap. I was kind of in the market looking for a bike at the time, but kind of not as serious. And then this happened to pop up, and next thing you know, the next day I'm riding home with it. And no, it did not run or look this good when I picked it up. Everything you see, I redid everything. When I got it, the heads were cracked. Everything was just a total mess. It didn't run at all. So what I did, I stripped it completely down. From the frame up, I did everything myself. The engine, everything I've done myself minus the powder coating. Buddy of mine in Kentucky took care of that. I've been working on cars since I was about the age of 7. So I've actually built cars and bikes and things of that nature, yeah. Finding time is really hard. Like this one here took me about a little over a year. But usually when I'm home, I'm in the garage tinkering with stuff until I get yelled at. My favorite thing is the color. This color is a caramel illusion, and it is discontinued. And this color is just, it fits this bike so perfect. And you don't see many with this color at all. You see some close, but not this color. I've owned a 73 Ironhead and a 2012 Softail, and now my shovel. This motor here is, I wanted to keep it looking stock as possible. So right now, it's the original. I split the case, replaced all the internals, threw in the Andrews cam. The cylinders, stock bore, nothing special. Everything is just brand new, newer, new gaskets, new everything. My name is Carl Grant, go by KG, and I'm a Dennis Kirk garage builder.
The Palace City Pre-Sturgis Party is back. Clockworks has teamed up once again with the City of Mitchell and the Corn Palace to bring fun back downtown. Join us Thursday, 5 to 10 p.m.
Andy.
Fun for all ages, motorcyclists or not. Whether it's the people, the music, the food, or the camaraderie that draws you to the heart of Mitchell, South Dakota, don't you dare miss this year's Palace City Pre-Sturgis Party.
Okay, welcome back to the Dennis Kirk studio. You're watching Shop Talk. Man, so much stuff going on to Sturgis. I've actually have it broke up into 3 separate roll segments tonight so that we can get everything in from Black Hills Boogie to the different bike shows to Biker Olympics. Full schedule, Johnny. Full schedule.
I'm very excited.
Oh, boy.
So Fuel Cleveland, right around the corner. We were joking with Mikey
next
in pre-show that this is right about the time that he ought to be ripping his hair out by giant handfuls at a time.
Which, based on the looks of him, he is absolutely not doing that because he's got it under control.
Right. So, one of our favorite events. I mean, I'm unashamedly East Coast proud. I love all the bikes and all my brothers from the Rust Belt that keep this thing going through the winter months, and this show is near and dear to our hearts, not just because Mikey and the guys at Lowbrow in this region, but it's a good time. It's a good our kind of town time.
Yeah,
and
great show for the builder,
right?
Like it really exposes the builders and stuff. They do a great job.
Right on, man. So let's get Mikey on. A lot of guys waiting to say hi to him. Let's get on the line right now and check out what's going on for Fuel Cleveland this year. Just Hanging Out in the Shop is brought to you by Spectro Oils. Made in the USA since 1966, the best oil on planet Earth. What's up, man?
Hey, dude. What's going on? What's up, Mark? Hey, Heather.
I hope Harley doesn't call him bitching me because you made me laugh right through the middle of there.
Well, the wow was a little sarcastic.
Dude, I looked down and you were hysterically laughing. I was like,
it made me cry a little. I'm not gonna lie. I was crying. I was like, who really loves this news story?
Yeah, that was good.
What's up, Mike Trickle? How are you, brother?
Yeah, everybody was waiting for you to come on, giving you the what's up. So the big news for you guys this year is new venue, right? Stretching out.
Yeah, we got a new venue. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, all right? Yo, Cleveland's gone country.
That's great.
That's great.
So we actually got a new venue. It's at Hill Farm and Village. It's about 25 miles south of Cleveland. So it's technically Fuel's Gone Country, not Fuel Cleveland anymore. But we kept the name just because of search engine optimization and all that jazz. And it's our 7th show, and why change it now?
Yeah, right.
So take us through. I'm going to put the map up and take us through a little bit and explain to us the layout of the grounds and how this is going to work.
First off, Jesse and Tyler and I, we got word from the Crawford Museum, which is like a aviation, motorcycle, and auto museum. And they're like, hey, we have an idea. We want to pitch it to you because we heard you don't have a venue for next year, but we got to wait till like the snow stops. And we're like, okay. And they're like, it's an all outside venue. And we're like, okay. And they're like, you ever hear of Hill Farm? And we're like, oh yeah, we went there as kids in middle school or whatever. So we met with them in March, which if you do the math is less than 4 months from the show is. And we met up, and Jesse and I immediately were like, we're going to hate this. We're going to fucking hate this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go see this place. And we get out there, and we take one step out, and we're like, this is going to be fucking sweet. So,
You're like,
so if you look at where the staff and trailer handicap parking and stuff, that's where we parked at when we first got there. And immediately my eyes just drawn to that humongous field. It's probably 5 or 6 football fields long. And we're like, all the motorcycles in the world could fit in this field.
Right on.
And the guy was like, dude, you guys can have, cars parked up top. You can do vans. You could do whatever you want. And it just opened the doors. And I was like, just immediately seeing the entire show in my mind as we're walking the grounds. So You can see American Metal Customs is a really good friend of mine, Josh Allison. That's his company. He sponsored the Ride and Bike Show. They're going to give away awards all day long. They got trophies and swag that they're going to give to people that are just riding in. So everyone's a part of that show, which is great.
Right
and then we added custom vans this year because why not? You know,
Yeah, right.
Everyone loves 1970s, 80s vintage vans. And there's a lot of them in our local Ohio, Cleveland, and Pennsylvania area. So some of the van clubs are hit me up and like, this would be really cool. And I think I got like 25 vans for the show. And then we thought, hey, what goes with vans? Tattoos. So there's tattooing, and Hale Farm does like cool classes. So you can see like there's blacksmith, glass blowing, pottery. That shit's going to be going on the entire day too. So like
Nice.
handmade things that people want to learn how to make stuff with their hands. It goes hand in hand with building motorcycles.
So they're actually doing that as classes, like as the event goes on, they're going to be doing it as demonstrations for how-tos.
That's
dope.
awesome.
Yeah,
That was going to
that's
be my
pretty cool.
Really
question.
cool. They're basically they do that when you go there like on a normal day, and he's like, do you want this stuff to be open, the manager? And I was like, well, yeah, it goes hand in hand with hand making stuff. So
Right.
I feel like a lot of people enjoy that. So that's going on all day long. Anyone can go look at this stuff for free. Usually I think it costs $20 to enter Hale Farm and Village to see these classes. So it's a free seminar, which is really neat.
Yeah, that's
that's
pretty
great.
badass.
If you cross the street, there's a vendor village that walks all the way up into the custom bike show. We have probably 50 vendors or so. Of course, food and beer. We got 3 food trucks this year, plus the actual venue has food as well. The bike show, I got about 110, 115 bikes again, as we always do. We try to get over 100 bikes every year. And like Mark was saying, it's a lot of garage builders. It's not just the guy that built Born Free bikes or built the show bike for Sturgis. It's also guys that are building in their garage and really taking the time to like do something really cool. And then we also just keep it diverse with not only choppers, but we're doing cafe styles, race bikes, vintage bikes that are restorations. There's a really cool restoration Norton that's coming that it looks like museum quality from the 50s. You know what I mean? That is brand spanking new off a build table that is right here in Cleveland at Skidmark Garage. So,
You know, that was what I was talking about when we were doing the intro to you coming on. Was that was a big part of growing up in the like tri-state area, this region, the Rust Belt, the tri-state, whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
When we were coming up, man, it wasn't a question of that's like the old joke about back then it wasn't homegrown. It was just a question of whose home it was grown in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like same thing with bikes. It was all garage built. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on Born Free and Mama Tried and all this stuff, but you know, there these things that go on that are still, you know, so supportive and welcoming to the regular guy, to the average Joe. You know, that's the best stuff that you can do out there. I
And I think
commend you
that's
guys.
part of what, you know, the feel of Fuel Cleveland is that, you know, home. It's more everybody's like welcome. There's not a fit. That
And
need
you
to go
still
into.
see plenty of, you know,
Well, totally cool.
well-known names and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, we try to bring some of those known names in, but like I said, we want to bring guys that are just building their garage because, as you know, I work for Lowbrow Customs, and Tyler is Lowbrow Customs, is one of the co-owners of Fuel Cleveland, and we want to promote people building their bikes because you know, it's good for selling parts.
good business.
To be honest, but like it's also that's just what we do. You know what I mean? Like we promote that builder to build their own bike in their garage and enjoy it, you know, and show it off and give a platform for those people to show it off.
And then again, that's what I mean. In all reality, you can deny it all you want. That's what keeps this industry alive. Is that
Absolutely.
dude working in his garage that never gets the opportunity to present his bike a lot of times at a big venue. So, you know, not saying that, you know, the Fuel Cleveland's the garage builder's place, because it's definitely not. But it gives you a great platform for people to express.
You
know,
can be
their
on an
builds.
even platform. You know, see a guy that's a garage builder right across from a guy that's
Right.
you know someone with a name. Yeah.
I also learn about a lot more people in the ride-in show when they ride in with this bitchin' bike, and we're like, who the hell is that? You know what I mean? And you find that guy, and you're like, hey man, I want you to come next year and build something or bring this bike. Shit, it's amazing. And you start talking to them, and you find out they're rad and they live down the street. You're like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Right.
You know, so like it's just a great opportunity to meet people that are like-minded. and find those guys that are doing really amazing things that maybe aren't even trying to get noticed, but they're doing it, you know?
Right.
I do think you ought to sell candy by the van, custom van. So, that would just fit, you know.
Or ice cream, one of the two.
I had the candy sign on my van. That was probably the funniest part of that whole van.
How'd that work out for
Buddy
you?
Carey
It got me pulled over a lot. That and Don't Laugh, Your Daughter Might Be in Here got me pulled over a lot. I
geez.
can tell you that. So,
My buddy Kerry Sayer had free candy on his license plate. I don't know how the hell Ohio gave it to him as an actual vanity plate.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And literally, I would see post after post on Facebook. Whose van is this? What the hell? And we'd all just
great.
giggle about it. It was so funny.
That's awesome.
Hey, so
That was a
real
good
quick,
4-year joke.
real quick, Tim Stoll says, I love lowbrow. Ordered tires for a 46 Indian on Wednesday, showed up Friday, free shipping. I'm mentioning this because I have an unhealthy obsession with your company.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I find myself on that site when I need shit. I order 2 or 3 of. I'll pass by stuff. I'll get 2 or 3 of those, and we'll just have them. We'll have them.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
they
he
come
doesn't.
to you right the next day.
Yeah, like he doesn't
Yeah,
already
right.
get enough shit
Darn it, man.
mailed to him.
It's awesome.
Hey,
Was that sarcastic?
did you see the look on her
Did
face?
you see the
Yep,
blank
I just
stare?
saw it.
Yeah,
Real bummed.
I felt that it came down the steps.
I'd be like, oh, so you don't want to eat this week, apparently.
well, you know,
Listen, there's a panhead to build out there. No, I don't want to eat right now. I don't got time to eat. But that's some of the stuff that's cool. Like, I've actually turned, and I won't mention names or anything, but I've even turned other big companies on to the way you guys run your program, because there's a lot of times that I'll go on there to grab some stuff real quick, and only through the effectiveness of your website and the way that you guys have everything set up am I reminded that,
the
hey,
reminder.
think about this. Did you get one of those? You might need this. You know, it's a really, really good way that you market the parts.
We appreciate that because it's taken many years to dial it in
I
to
can
the way that
imagine.
we see it fit. You know,
now if you can just find a way to make it so that people's wives can't see what they ordered, dude, you'd kill it.
Yeah, listen.
So-
Have you never been to a proper titty bar that lets the receipt come through as Barnes and Noble books, some shit like that?
We'll start calling it something else like highbrow fun time. Yeah.
Here's a suggestion. I'm just going to put this out there modestly. You can freely use it. Flowers for her.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
That should be the name of the company.
Gifts
Flowers for her.
Yeah, gifts for her.
Chris,
No,
we
because
used to
then when they don't show up, you're going to be like, what bitch is he sending flowers to?
You can blame it on the postal service then.
What's
I have a fucking funny story that we used to put Nasty Gal bubbles in because we got a big eBay order of these bubble wraps to put in packages, and it says Nasty Gal, which is like a lingerie company. And this one dude hit me up and was like, "Hey, you guys, is this?" Or the woman hit me up and said, "Hey, is this for real? Are you guys putting these packages? I think my boyfriend's cheating on me and he for this girl." And I'm like, no, we really put him. She's like, you need to take a picture of your packaging. And I was like, I'm not doing that. If you don't trust your boyfriend, you have other problems.
You're in the wrong relationship. Oh,
But like literally, and then we had like another one and another one. We had probably 10 people's girlfriends getting pissed because we were putting Nasty Girl bubbles in our lowbrow packages.
That's great.
Really funny.
That's great.
So just stick with lowbrow. I mean, I get it. He builds motorcycles, and I get
problem.
it. And we have
It's not his fault.
we have a wide array
It's-
of
yeah, it's a
motorcycles
di-
that
it's
need
a
to be
disease.
upkept. And
It's a disease. It's not you can't. It's a disease.
well,
Yeah.
I really
I
shouldn't
need- I
say
need-
anything.
I
I
need
hid
help,
a pair
Heather.
of boots from you for a week.
I need help, not criticism.
well, you can keep it up.
Motorcycles Anonymous.
Yeah, you keep it up, you're gonna be able to get disability.
Oh, good Lord. So, oh my God.
Let's go back to the map. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
let's go
I
back
de-
to
I
Fuel
derailed-
Cleveland.
I
Why we
derailed.
have Mikey
Derailed a
here.
little bit there.
Totally derailed. So now I know you said you had about 115 bikes that are going to be on display, invited builders, for lack of a better term. How do you go through and make that selection? Because I'm sure you have an extraordinary amount of submissions.
Yeah, there's at least a few hundred every year. When I say a few hundred, like 300 to 400, and we just kind of go through and I try to base it on what is different. And there's probably 80 shovel heads. I can't put 80 shovel heads in the show, so we look at which ones are diverse, which ones have cool paint schemes, actual crazy amounts of fabrication to them, diversity, and then the vintage stuff, and trying to really just hone it in. This year, BMW is a huge sponsor of the show as well, BMW Motorrad. So we actually handpicked some BMWs that I've never seen, or maybe people have never seen before, and rare stuff that I didn't even think about, you know what I mean? Like, so try to challenge ourselves to think about different motorcycles that maybe we've never really wanted to ride or look at and go, oh wait, that is pretty neat, and the engineering behind that, or the vintageness behind that stuff, if that's a word, vintageness.
It is now.
It is now. You said it.
I'd say my thesaurus isn't as thick as Chris's today. So.
The way I see it is, if you can say it, it just became a word. So there you go.
Vintageness.
Yeah, look, there's a whole book out there of Don King-isms. For sure. That man made up more words every time he talked. They were adding pages to that shit.
Yeah.
So that thing that you were talking about with BMW, that is like, BMW is one of those companies that, you know, like for so long you kind of had it in your mind that this is BMW, you know, they fit in this spot. And then all of a sudden, man, I'm not sure what went on with the management or what happened, but like all of a sudden, what's that? Yeah, right. It was like they found their way into the weed.
Yeah, the weed.
The weed. But seriously, all of a sudden they started coming out with some really cool shit.
Yep. And we're stoked. Yeah, Dump Truck. He introduced me to some of the guys in their marketing team and got them involved, and it's just been a really good relationship. And they're doing demo rides, and they're actually sponsoring an actual ride to the show, because the show's not in Cleveland this year. We were like, whoa, let's actually do an actual official ride. We've never done that before, like a run. So we're meeting in Edgewater Park and going down to Hale Farm that Saturday morning. We're leading a ride, which is really cool. There's a map on the website too, Chris, if you wanted to show that at all.
Okay.
It's on the show info at the bottom of it. Completely up to you.
I can bring that up. Watch this.
If you go up, show info, and then go down to the bottom there. So keep one more right there. So it goes basically, the route goes around the skyline of New York.
Wow, that's a long ride.
You're going to be late for the show, Mikey.
Yeah, it goes around the skyline of Cleveland, and then goes basically on a little bit of highways, which is fun because it's chaotic, and we have a lot of highways. So I wanted to do that, and then basically blast down into the park, and the park has a lot of twisties and stuff. That's the actual, Cuyahoga Valley National Park, which is one of our claim to fame. So, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty neat. My buddy Joe, he rides a Dyna that usually goes 100 miles an hour. I was like, you have to go the speed limit. You cannot ride the way you normally ride. You got to lead this group safely. So we're gonna do a safe, nice little ride. We just did it yesterday as a pre-run to make sure, like, hey, you need to have people stopping at these lights to block traffic and shit like that. So.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun until it got rained on and we got fucking drenched.
Dude, and isn't that's what we were talking about in pre-show, is that, all the different moving parts, like, it's great. It's great that year after year Fuel Cleveland keeps getting notoriety and gets bigger and bigger. And at the same time, you're taking acids like fucking Tic Tacs in the background, That's the hardest thing about it, is somebody has to make those arrangements.
Yeah. You wouldn't think about like a run, like, oh, we're just doing it on a map and just do it. But like, no, we really need to map this out a little bit and really make sure it's safe for everyone, like we're not running people off the road, and it was fun, to figure that out. And being that that's the first time we've ever done a run, I've been on a million of them, so I know how to do it kind of, but we're winging it, I guess. It also give BMW like a cool spotlight, because they're bringing a handful of those bikes on the run to block traffic and show how good they are. These R18s, the new cruiser bikes that they got. So they're going to show how they can speed up past, the group and block traffic, and it'll be neat.
Yeah, they actually had a whole crew on, what was it, Heather, this year's Motorcycle Cannonball?
Yes.
They sent bikes out for that and did did the same. And that's, you know, I like to give credit to any company. I mean, BMW doesn't advertise with Cycle Source or anything, but for the sole fact of any company that goes out of their way to support the things that we do, you know, and find a way to be useful. Of course, they're marketing products, but to be part of the culture and the community at the same time, that deserves a little shout out.
And I have to say, everybody I know that's ridden the R18 wants one. They're extremely impressed with everything about it. So, you haven't ridden one yet, Chris, have you?
No, but we had one. We had one ridden and written about in the magazine.
Yep. And it got very nice accolades.
Oh, there was another big word. What is it with you guys and these big words? I guess I smoked the weed today and you guys didn't.
No, you know what happened? We recently put that word of the minute thing, the screensaver on all the computers in the house. So every time you walk past one of the 52 computer screens here, there's a new word up.
I just have cats.
And we do that for cash and prizes. I pay Heather out in jelly beans.
Oh, that's not funny.
Right on. So
it was.
It sounds like it's going to be an outstanding show. I love the new venue. I love the fact that they're going to keep all of the exhibitions going throughout the day. That's a
cool.
huge bonus. And, you know, we talked a little bit pre-show about how it's been working with the venue for you, and it sounds like a dream. Like, I'd be almost waiting, like, is somebody punking me? What's gonna happen? Because it sounds like they've been a sheer joy to work with.
Dude, if Ashton Kutcher shows up there Saturday morning, you're gonna shit yourself.
That kid from Simpsons, you know, just like, good luck, fuckers. You know? But yeah, man, the show starts 10 to 7 this year. That's another different change. We usually do it 12 to 8. So we're giving people a little more morning time and a little less evening time so they can ride through the woods without hitting deer and all that jazz. And in the nighttime, I hate riding at night. I don't know about you guys, but I want to stay away from all those furry friends. So 10 to 7 is the show, and it's still free. We're not charging anyone to get in at all.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
I love how you guys promote motorcycling in general. And I know it's your business and how you make your living, but you're so good at just promoting what's the word I'm looking for, Chris?
Culture.
The culture. Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, no,
Shut up.
That was an easy one.
I thought it was enduring pioneer spirit.
Sons of bitches.
Oh.
I don't know if it's like we promote it, the culture, as in like promoting it. I think we just live it.
Well, this just you share your passion for it. That's what I was trying to say.
I think that's what makes it like so, like I said before, so comfortable and laid back and easy to be at, you know, because you guys also live it. You're like, go through what we go through. You know, we don't work this. It's been our lives. So you have to follow through.
This is just shit we're doing on Sunday.
Yeah, whether you like it or not. Yeah, this is our lives. We bitch about it a lot, but I wouldn't change a thing.
So everything is on everything's on the website. Where
Correct,
to stay, the schedule for everything, how to.
Yeah, there's in that show info. There's a bunch of questions. You know, if you can bring your dog, and is there Wi-Fi and all that jazz. And you can go on fieldofcleveland.com and dig around a little bit on all that stuff. Where the pre-parties are, where the after parties are, what's up with the parking. We are charging for car parking this year. It's
Right
just
on.
a little bit of revenue to try and help keep the show free. If you're bringing a whole family or a whole crew, or you're bringing a picnic in a basket, you know, $10 is a measly $10, but the rest of the show is completely free.
It's absolutely worth it.
We do say to bring cash to this venue because there is no ATM, and almost all vendors are going to have trouble with one of those Wi-Fi devices or anything because it is in the middle of nowhere. So bring cash.
That should be a prerequisite from.
Yeah,
I mean, when we
agree.
used to do our big mountain run, we specifically held it where there was absolutely no
Cell
Wi-Fi,
service.
no
Yep.
cell service.
Yeah.
Those are the best events.
Oh,
I'm
they
sorry.
are.
If you want beer, you want food to survive, bring cash. That's the best thing I can tell you.
Cash is king.
And then we are also joking because it's a historical village and farm from the 1800s.
Will they barter?
Treat it like it's the 1800s and bring cash.
Yeah.
Cell phones
or 2 chickens and a goat.
Yep.
Right.
You know, whichever comes first.
Which there will be chickens there. I don't know if there'll be goats, but whatever tickles your fancy, I guess.
Well, it's Ohio, not West Virginia. There probably won't be a goat.
Leave it to. Oh, see now you don't have to answer the hate mail.
Not hating, just saying. There's nothing wrong with a goat every now and again.
Oh boy.
So, tell everybody where they can get more information if they want to head over. You guys have a complete list of information on your website. You have Facebook for Fuel Cleveland.
Instagram as well.
Yeah. And for you specifically, so are you actually displaying artwork or anything this year for yourself?
Again, because it was only 4 months to plan this, I completely spaced on printing off anything new. So I'm not actually showcasing any actual new photography, but I will have some t-shirts available and those new banners that were up on the top there. There's a new t-shirt right there. And my wife's going to sell some of her vintage jewelry, which will be cool.
Ooh.
You know, this is there are a few people, and I'm not saying this to blow smoke up your ass. This is just the truth. Like, there's a lot of us out here that take pictures, and we document, the best we can through video and pictures and words. But there are a few people that come by that have an amazing knack for catching the most important moments of our life with motorcycles. And seriously, like that was always what set Michael Lichter apart from every other photographer. There was a lot of great photographers that came through in Michael Lichter's day. But aside from his motorcycle photography, which strangely enough was not my favorite of the work that he did, he had that ability to catch that exact moment, where it was one of the most important moments of Aaron Green or Billy Lane or, down through the list. And I see that in your work, man. Like, you have developed an impressive body of work now.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
You made him blush.
I don't know. The last few years, I kind of got burnt out a little bit, to be honest with you. But this last year, I got a new lens and some other stuff, and I've just really been dialing in certain ways I want to look at stuff and the colors and the dramaticness of things. And I try to make it look more, I don't know, cinematic in some ways. But then, I do, like you said, try to get the moment, and I'm just always there, So when you're always there, you're going to capture some moments and better than others, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, and like, seriously, dude, that's if you ever get the opportunity to stop by the office here, there's shit everywhere. Like, every square inch of wall space is covered with passes and pictures and wristbands, and I tell Heather the same thing all the time about it. Someday I'm going to be too old to leave this room. Yeah. But I'm going to be able to look around the room and know that I knew great people. I went to amazing places. I saw the coolest shit. And I mean, that's what guys like you help us do.
Amen.
Thank you again for the kind words. It's really nice of you. It's weird to be compared to Lichter because he's just a good mentor of mine, like, supreme mentor of mine. So
it's just being in that group,
Yeah.
I mean, he has
just,
it too. I mean, Chris is here giving you that, and he'd never do it to himself. But we do it, and then we send him a bill. But but
I don't have it. I don't have it through the lens. I have the ability to tell a good story.
When you have time,
look at this. Look at this picture.
Oh, I know. I love his work.
Look how great that picture is, man. Like, there's more than 1,000 words right there.
And the great part about that picture, and I said a lot of stuff that you do, it's never, I don't see it being absolutely perfect, but what you see is the feeling you get out of the picture is just immense, which I think super cool.
Yeah.
You have a great eye and a way of looking at things that you express through those pictures and stuff like that, which is fantastic.
That particular picture,
it's great.
Literally, that and the way you titled it literally made me want to cry.
Yeah.
Oh,
it really, you captured, like, you can see so much emotion in his face, and just it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
That dude lives his life, man. Like, that guy, I see him every year racing, and he's just incredible. And he doesn't give a shit if he wrecks. He gets back up and keeps going. Like, he's fucking 90 some years old probably.
Yeah.
He's a wild one.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, man, thank you for coming on and spending some time with us.
Can I bring up one last thing before you guys let
Of
me go?
course.
There's a 66 FLH that we're raffling off this year. It's on the Fuel Cleveland Instagram if you want to pull that up real quick. And
Chris,
show
there's
it
a
off.
picture in the Flickr folder. I don't know if you can see the titles.
I have it here on the site, and I'll pull it up in the
There we
pictures
go.
also.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So we're giving that bad boy away. It's freaking mint.
That's pretty cool.
The motor was rebuilt just a couple years ago. It's absolutely runs like a top. It's got the Elvis seat and everything. We're selling 300 tickets at $100 a piece. It's basically a raffle number, basically, and we're gonna put it in either a computer or we're gonna write all the numbers on a ticket and throw it in a hamper and have a kid pick it or something. But we'll figure that out soon. But yeah, it's a 1966 FLH, first year shovelhead, and
Likey.
those photos are mine too. Maybe we'll give a print away with it. I don't know. We'll see.
That's a beautiful
Can
bike.
you say slab side?
Me likey.
That looks a lot like the
So-
72, huh?
Listen, as I opened up the photo album that Heather put together for us, I would be remiss if we did not talk about this motorcycle.
Oh yeah, that's coming to Fuel. Isn't that thing sick?
Yes, sir.
Dude, that's crazy. It's crazy. It brings back, I mean, you honestly have to be a child of the 70s.
Yeah.
You can admire the 70s all you want. This was where guys like me and Mark started our whole journey into choppers, was taking a bicycle that looked like this and cutting front ends off of other bikes and stuffing them onto the ends of forks.
Dude, I still have a flowered Schwinn seat with the sissy bar on the top of
You
my desk.
shut your mouth.
At my garage. It is like prized possession right there.
That was built by Sean Skinner of Motor Relic. So if you want to check out that bike
that's
on his
cool.
Instagram, Motor Relic, at Motor Relic. And
First time I thought about Jesse. It was
Yep.
like one of the first things that came to my mind.
he absolutely killed that, because I've seen other people do bikes or try to do bikes that look like
Yeah.
Schwinn's, and they just don't do any. You're like, why did they try? Just
Yeah.
stop. But
Yeah.
this bike is perfect.
That one's the best. I have to admit that too. That's the
it's
best
cool as
execution
shit.
that I've seen. It really is.
It's so rad. Like it's so good. I'm excited to have it in the show. I saw it first at Mama Tried this past year, and I immediately found him. I was like, you have to come if you can, and he was all about it. So excited to have that bike there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, buddy. Well, again, thank you for taking some time with us tonight. I appreciate it, and I hope.
Yeah, man. Thanks for promoting the show a little bit and helping spread the word. And
I'm hoping
excited to
what
hang
we
out.
can get our ducks in a row and actually sneak out there for the day. I've been dying
think-
to come.
I think
You
there's
have
no
ducks?
reason. I think there's no reason why we can't do that.
I want to
We're-
do it.
Everybody
Hey,
heard
hey, I'll
that.
give you guys free tickets to get in.
Just for the record, everybody heard that. He said we could go.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
heard
just
it.
saying.
I'm
We-
gonna bring
we-
a chopper.
We've already talked about this a couple times, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Trying to make this happen.
You're
so-
supposed to be coming with us.
I know. I said I
If you
really
come-
want to.
If you want to come Friday, we're setting up 9 to 9. So
Okay.
you just yell at anyone, say we're Cycle Source, and we'll get you a press pass, artist pass, or whatever it is, so you guys can walk around the grounds without security kicking you out. So
No, I would like
more than
to.
welcome.
I would definitely like to see it. I'd definitely like to be on hand. Heather and
Yeah.
I have tried to make more. Every year we say we're gonna do this, gonna do that. So it was the same with Fandango this year. Finally, we were like, hey, screw it. If we have
Yeah.
to stay on the road for a couple extra weeks, we're just gonna be there.
We're trying.
Are you
And
guys
this is,
in Pittsburgh right now, or are you on the road?
we're in Pittsburgh and we're gonna head to Sturgis early next week. We have to finish this magazine, make a whole bunch of stuff, and then drive to Sturgis. But I think
Well-
we might be able to squeeze this one in.
Yeah,
Hey, Fuel's only 2 hours away from you.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
close. That's the
that's
the
an easy
clincher.
one.
That's nothing.
That's an easy one.
So you may see us.
I'm still
Cool.
concerned
I'm
about
excited to
you
see
guys
you
having those ducks.
What's that?
Yeah.
I still want to know what the deal was with those ducks. I didn't even know you guys had ducks.
You remember the joke about the little boy that went to town with a duck? I'll tell you later.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, yeah, keep going.
Here
Moving
we
right
go.
along.
All right, man. Well, listen. Thanks again, and we'll see you up there. We'll see you on the
Yep.
farm,
I'll see you hopefully next weekend, and then I'll see you at Smokeout for sure. I can't wait
Yes.
for you guys to have Smokeout.
dude.
It's been a couple years since we've been there. I think 2017 was the last time Lowbrow was at the old Smokeout. So I'm excited that you guys brought it back, and we're all going to be there. So.
Right on.
And listen, thank you guys so much for the support with that and helping us. I mean, we had our first management meeting about that today, and I was explaining to people, I'm like, listen, this is not about, making the perfect business model or anything. This is about the custom motorcycle culture, like 2 decades, everything that came out of that place, and like that's what's at stake for us, and that's why we're working so hard on it. So we can't say enough to you guys for helping us with that.
Yep, we're excited, like I said, that you're bringing it back and doing it right, and it's always a good time down there. So everyone go to the Smokeout. Everyone come to Fuel Cleveland. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. You take it easy, buddy.
See you,
Be good, Mikey.
Yeehaw.
Oh, I can wear my cowboy hat.
Oh boy.
Your cowboy hat to Fuel Cleveland.
Yeah.
Only if you ride a horse.
It's not actually in Cleveland.
Well, listen.
Only if you ride a horse.
I'll ride a horse.
Save a cowboy or save a horse.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I don't know what.
Do your dance. Do your dance.
I'm not doing a dance. Listen,
the dance.
You're watching Shop Talk. This is a motorcycle program, believe it or not.
They don't care. They want to see you dance.
With all the shit that we talk about. We're going to take a quick break, check out some new products from our partners over at Dennis Kirk. And on the other side, we got events. We got tons of stuff to go through. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Shop Talk.
This is the most popular high-performance singles carburetor in power sports. The Mikuni VM Series round slide carburetor, to be precise, because precise is exactly what this baby is. The Mikuni VM Series cranks your single-cylinder bike's performance to 11 with its wide slide configuration that allows for greater flow characteristics. All your standard fuel enrichment points are easy to access and use, like the lever choke, idle speed screw, and air-fuel mixture screw, and make fine-tuning that much more accessible to your average garage builder. But what really makes these carbs stand out is that they're controlled by an actual throttle cable versus your standard CV that relies on engine vacuum pressure to lift the slide, making for instantaneous throttle response. There are a few different options and bore sizes to choose from based on your needs when it comes to the VM series, and a magnitude of tuning components that are available for just about any setup. So check out the DK site to find the right one for you. For now,
Hey, this is Chris and Heather with Smokeout. Smokeout is going back to Salisbury, the original Rowan County Fairgrounds. The reason why we signed on after 2 decades of this event going on and seeing 2 generations of chopper jockeys come out of it, we wanted to be here for another generation. We're having a thing called the Legacy Invitational. Let's ask some of the Smokeout OGs, guys like Paul Cox, Billy Lane, Jeff Cochran, Steve Broyles, Donnie Luce,
Pat Patterson,
Bill Dodd to come in and set up. And we've also assigned them the task of inviting a legacy builder, either newer builder or someone that's new to Smokeout to bring in as their legacy.
From what I understand, the people made this event.
Yeah.
Like, you guys made this event, and that's what we want to bring back.
Smokeout's back. We're going back a few steps. Rowan County Fairgrounds. Tell your friends Smokeout is going back to Salisbury. We'll see you in September of 22.
You better get to work.
Hey, this is Heather from Cycle Source Magazine, Grease and Gears TV, at the place we like to call home, the Iron Horse Saloon.
You're supporting the chopper culture like never before.
Well, we got to support Cycle Source first because they take really good care of us.
Let's show you Steve Iacona's latest build right here, this red one. My goodness, he has taken it to a completely unhealthy level.
You know, watching that video, I cannot believe that we actually did barrel racing.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, who thought that was a good idea? But we do it every year.
No, we never did barrel racing.
Yes, no, we did it the year before. I have
did
video.
it on mini bikes.
No, I'm pretty sure we did. I have video. I will prove it.
We did barrels there because I remember stopping a few with my foot and hurting myself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I know we did the barrel roll.
The
but
barrel
not
racing.
the actual racing.
Oh, barrel.
Yeah, we've done
yeah,
that before.
Yeah, we've actually done that a couple times.
I think you just try to block it out because you're like.
Well, you're also usually on the other side because if I'm not mistaken, the first time they did it, one of the first guys came down and almost killed me and Dana. So it was close.
So yeah, we do because I have video from that super long chopper with the clown face painted on it.
Bill Stevens says twice barrel racing,
See?
so he would know. So you just hang on there, Nancy.
I love how you listen to everybody else but me.
Lighten up there, Francis.
We're married, honey.
Well.
Nancy Weems, someone won the iced tea bike. The twisted tea bike.
The twisted tea bike, yes.
So
that's on our Instagram.
Heather,
Mike,
go talk about it. I'm going to bring up our Instagram.
Mike Menich, I think is how you say his name. He is from Florida. He is an avid motorcyclist and is thrilled to be the new owner of the Twisted Tea Dragger.
So that's the coolest thing is like you always hope that the person that wins one of these things, like by the time we put all the work and drag this thing around the country, like we fall in love with these bikes, especially this one. Yeah. This was like without a doubt, other than the Chopper, this has been my favorite Twisted Tea bike. It is such a classy old girl, and you really wish that the person that gets it ends up being somebody that's going to ride it and love it and keep it. And this is for sure.
And Witch Doctor, if you're watching, Billy G actually did deliver that motorcycle in person to that.
He did.
To that lucky man.
We have video of Billy pulling up and unloading the bike for him.
I have trouble looking at that Instagram thing because that Kiefer picture there.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't say happy birthday to Kiefer.
Scares me a little bit.
It is scary.
It's a little bit odd.
This was Kiefer.
Poor Kiefer.
Tom, I don't even know what the hell you're thinking in that picture, but you're making me nervous.
Poor Kiefer.
Heather said to me, "Don't say poor Kiefer like it's not your shit." Heather said to me the day of his birthday, she goes, "Hey, it's Tom Kiefer's birthday." And I said, "Okay." She said, "You want me to put a post up?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Can I use this picture?"
See?
Sorry, Tom.
Yep. That's
good
what
shit
happens.
right there is what it is.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus, honey.
So yeah, speaking of Sturgis and motorcycle giveaways and everything that's going on there, the FXR that we were just displaying in the commercial is set to be given away in Sturgis. Do we have any actual details though about when, where? Like,
I'm pretty sure it's on Friday the 12th. I'll have to look at the schedule. It's on my schedule. I'll just have to look. So yeah.
Okay, well thanks for
I'm
helping
sorry, I wasn't prepared for that question. But we are going to give it away live
We're
on
not
stage.
giving it away.
Well, Dennis Kirk,
Excuse
me. Dennis Kirk, we're going to... Oh, that might have changed since show day changed. I don't know. I'll have to look. I will look. I will get back to you.
That was concerned voice, by the way.
I know. Are you all going to be at the Garage Build show on the 6th? Absolutely.
Yes, Chris is tasked with judging that show.
Judging, interviewing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I love me to Garage
Professional
show
Monkey, we may put you to work. So I don't know if you want to wait until the end to come up and say hi just so you can escape that or what, but
I guess this is the part of the show where we should be looking at the events.
Okay.
The ShopTalk events calendar is brought to you by Twisted Tea, the original hard iced tea that helps you keep it twisted.
Keep it twisted. Here you go.
I didn't have time to get my hat. Fuel Cleveland. Well, look at that. July 30th, Hale Farm. You may see us there, apparently, which is super exciting. I've been wanting to go to the show. What is that for?
I was moving on to the next
one. He saw a
one.
deer in a farm.
I said deer.
Oh, Sturgis Custom Bike Show, Sunday, August 7th.
Dude,
That's our what?
Steve from Paco just sent us pictures of the roller. It's so dope.
Well,
it's
share.
so dope. I don't have them in loaded for the show.
If you send them to me, I can put them in Flickr while you do the events.
He wasn't
I'm
prepared.
preparing the events.
Okay. Well, anyway, stay tuned. We'll show you at some point. Cycle Source Custom Bike Show at the Iron Horse Saloon on Sunday, August 7th. Free to enter. That says 27 classes, but we've actually upped it to 32.
So listen, Mark, I got to tell you about that. Do you know that in all the time that we've been doing shows, we didn't have a digger award?
Well, I don't know if we've ever really had a digger.
We've
in
had
shows,
we've
have
had
we?
plenty of diggers. We have.
We have?
But that's yeah. We've had a bunch.
No, that was my concern.
Big Randy.
Though. That was my concern.
Oh, his is a D-rake. So we had a D-rake,
we had
digger.
a D-rake. We had a digger. There's a few
what
more.
is wrong
Race
with
ready.
you?
What do you mean?
Not having a digger award.
What we do now.
You dig?
You dig that? Well, hey, look, Tim Stahl can bring it. He can bring one. No.
Are you ready, Heather?
Sure. We already did that one. Vintage Day, Monday, August 8th at the Iron Horse Saloon. Bring your AMCA card, get a lunch on us, and we do it the old-fashioned way, sack lunch in honor of how things started.
And Sturgis, amen.
Old-time field games, some just fun awards, and it's a great day to see some old bikes and hang out with some cool people. That very same day is the Old School Chopper Show at the Full Throttle Saloon.
16th annual.
Well, would you look at that? 16th annual Ride-In Bike Show on Monday. That's Poppy Show. Every free registration, free entry, free prizes, free giveaways. I've seen the prizes that Poppy's got.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know how he does that.
I don't know.
And can we have the leftovers for another show?
The cool
I'm just
part,
kidding.
one of the coolest parts about that show is you literally throw stuff out into the crowd. It feels like for hours.
Yeah.
It's like awesome. They just keep loading boxes up there and you just keep tossing stuff out to people. It's fantastic.
So, dude, Professional Monkey chimes in here. Digger was the code name for the V-Rod when it was being developed.
Really?
Shut up. That's so cool. I didn't know that. And I know like 100 stories about the V-Rod.
You didn't
development.
know something?
No.
Stop. Mustn't have been in the word of the day.
Monday's a busy day. Hardcore Cycles performance show and skinny tire bagger build off. That was a mouthful. At the Crossroads at the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. That's our good buddy John O'Brien and Brian Clock head up that show. So go see our friends over there after you go to Vintage Day and Poppy Show. Tuesday at the Steel Pony Campground, the original performance bike show, hosted by Cycle Source and Little Evil Incorporated. It's going to be a good time. People jump in the pool. It's fun. But there's 10 or 11 classes, and you'll meet a whole bunch of cool people and see some cool bikes.
Okay, I feel like Professional Monkey is setting me up.
What's he doing now?
He says he added to his last comment that Willie G wanted it to look like a digger.
Okay, well, now that's over with.
Also on Tuesday is the Lead Sled Sportster Showdown at Camp Zero. And I heard a little birdie say that there might be some dirt drags going on there.
A little dirt dragging.
Oh, yeah. These are going to be unofficial preliminaries for Smokeout, since we're doing dirt drags this year at Smokeout. But we agreed to come out to Camp Zero and help pad out, bring our Christmas tree and stuff, and have some good old
Gonna be some
impromptu dirt drags.
Tuesday
That'll be
night
fun.
at the Iron Horse is the Baker Burnout Drags.
Another blast.
Cash prizes. Burt Baker himself is making the trophy, and the winner will get a credit to go get a new tire at Deadwood Custom Cycles.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We
Yeah,
want to
super
give
cool.
a big shout out to Deadwood Custom Cycles.
Trophies, cash, good stuff. It's always a good time.
But that's always the biggest question. If I go out there and blow my whole tire off, you gonna change the tire for me?
Yeah, right there on the spot, because we're gonna have it in stock.
The answer is no.
No,
Just to let you know.
Deadwood Cycles is gonna take care of that shit though. If you
when
win,
you get it to Deadwood,
Right.
if you win,
if you win.
Oh,
Better clean.
press the wrong button.
16th annual Run to the Line, Wednesday, August 10th. Photography with the legendary Michael Lichter as we ride through Van Acker Canyon. And again, riders will get a free sack lunch in honor of Pearl Hole, taking it back a few steps. We started that, 3 years ago?
Yep.
And I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of the day that we do. And we usually share an ice cream or two while we all sit on the porch.
I like ice cream.
I like ice cream.
If you don't take a wrong turn.
Well, if somebody give me the right direction.
Thursday night, Black Hills Boogie and Chopper Show.
Amen.
Amen. Chopper Show. Again, we expanded the classes this year. We've got some extra paint classes. Super cool trophies. I love the Best of Show trophy.
Oh my God.
It's so awesome. I'm so excited.
So let's talk about the fact that this started out as the Pimp and Ho
I
show.
totally hijacked it.
And Heather completely hijacked this event.
Totally
dude.
hijacked it.
It went from Pimp and Ho to now it's a disco party in Sturgis.
And everybody has fun.
But originally it was a Pimp and Ho disco show.
And it can still be that. We can't put those words on the poster.
You know,
can we still hand out mollies?
No.
You know, the funny part about
What
it
is wrong with you?
is the greatest ideas for these shows come up just because, we do something stupid. A whole group of us at the Steel Pony, I changed the radio station to disco, and I said, you watch.
And then,
I'm going to make everybody here be in a good mood and sing and dance. And within 5 minutes, everybody in the parking lot was singing and dancing.
That's right.
I think you even danced, Mark.
And we all did.
Yeah.
And we came up with the Pimp and Ho show. And dude, that is probably, if you don't go see it,
Do
you're
you have
missing
the video?
out.
I do.
Great,
I think
great
you should show
time.
the video.
All right, hang on. Where did I put it? Where'd I put it?
Got to be in there somewhere.
It's got to be in there somewhere.
Dude, and you'll love the music, the people, like everything about it is fun.
Jason in his leisure suit was like the best last year.
He with the most combustible outfit.
There were two diggers. Did you see that? You missed the diggers. Poppy.
Poppy was the best. She was awesome.
She was the best of all time.
I said, keep in mind, he with the most flammable outfit possibly could win the show.
Apparently motorboating was a big thing last year.
In the 70s, apparently it was
They
huge.
spend their mornings drinking coffee, trying to figure out who took each other's hair ties.
Oh, nobody can accuse us of not having a good time.
Oh, no, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So good.
It's worth it. You got to go see it. You're going to have to clean that gun by the end of the
Right?
show.
Friday, Biker Olympics and Motorcycle Rodeo at the Iron Horse Saloon. Slow race, barrel roll, spoon race, waitress, weenie bite, and mini bike drags.
But wait, there's more.
Everybody gets a, well, not everybody gets a medal. Top 3 get medals.
We're doing first, second, and third. Bronze, silver, and gold medals for each race.
I know.
Wow.
Right?
And then a championship belt for the overall winner for the day. You guys know the story on that.
It's a lot of fun. We hope to everybody cash prizes, $200 to each event winner. It's a good time. Hell on Wheels Chopper Show, August 13th in Franklin, Iowa.
Oh, wait a minute. That was Haas. I know, Heather. I'm disappointed in myself.
I can't even keep a straight face.
I couldn't keep a straight face when Mikey started laughing. That's all I have to say. So
Good
it was
Chop
his fault.
Machine Cycles presents the Good Times Motorcycle Show. August 25th through 27th at Griffin Hines Farm. That's in Swanton, Ohio.
Everybody's moving to the farm thing.
I dig it. I dig it. You might see us there. Last push before smoke out. September 8th through the 11th at the Rowan County Fairgrounds in Salisbury, North Carolina. Be there, be there, be there.
It's coming.
Oh my God, we're already talking about chopper time.
Chopper time. Thursday, August 13th, greatest chopper show on earth at Willie's Tropical Tattoo.
October.
What did I say?
August.
Oh, damn.
That would have been like you guys would have had a really hard time getting there on time.
We'd be like,
Son
Mark,
of a
you got
biscuit
this one
eater.
for me? And the High Seas Rally, Chris and friends will be on the High Seas Rally. You can save $100. Use promo code CycleSource. Go cruise with Chris. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool people on that show.
Do you see the custom builders that are going to be there?
Paul Yaffe, Xavier Muriel.
Xavier, Rick Bray is going to be on. Dave Pirowitz, Tom Kiefer.
Yep, it's going to be a good time.
Good times.
It's on a boat.
Chris's band is playing. Black Smoke Sinners.
It's a boat. Me and Xavier's band.
While he does that, I'm such a loser. I forgot to put the LSR thing up. Chopperfest, December 11th, 2022, Ventura County Fairgrounds. Be there.
Here, you can personally tell them all about your exploits in Galveston, Texas. Go.
Oh, the weekend, November 3rd through 6th, you can come see me and my sister at the Lone Star Rally in Galveston, Texas. We will be doing our bike games on Friday and bike show on Saturday, and trying not to get in trouble.
Heather, did you say your sister or your sister?
My sister. My sister. Oh, and Jack Shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's going to be quite a combination. Me, Michelle, and Jack Shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nothing bad could go on there.
No.
Nope.
Right on, man. Like I said at the beginning of the show, Sturgis is getting ready to smack us in the face. We have too much stuff to talk about for what's going on as far as events, so you guys can help us out with that by going to the CycleSource Facebook page, check out the events, mark down if we're going to see you out there. We're going to be giving away tons of stuff for our 25th anniversary as we continue to celebrate this year, the 25th that we have had the privilege of bringing you guys the magazine every month. And speaking of that, we're back up to 10 issues a year, which is
very exciting.
It's huge because during COVID, we went down to every other month so we could get through with all the crazy retail shit that was going on. We're pleased as hell to announce that we're back to almost monthly.
I know. It feels like I just got this one.
Right? And we're finishing a new one.
We're just finishing a new one.
That's
Look at that. I love that bike.
Time.
Brock Bridges' bike.
Yep.
Actually, did you see at the beginning of the show, Bill Stevens said this might have been his favorite issue?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because of the selection of bikes in it.
Right on. Well, and that's something, if you guys have noticed, we've started to reach out a little bit more, include some of our brothers from the performance end of things. Let me bring that back up, Heather.
I can't see.
There you go.
There it is.
That bike is so badass.
I know, right? Yeah, we had a lot of great bikes. That one's from Great Britain, actually.
Yeah. But we've reached out to some of the newer customs and some of the performance kids and stuff. We were talking about that. Like, who else has come to this realization? I was looking at the whole performance thing and, that being a whole different kind of crowd, like the big wheel bagger thing when it started coming around. And then I thought about it. I was like, okay, so here's this group of young guys and girls who customize every motorcycle they get their hands on. They bounce them off of walls, trees, everything else that they can. They ride the wheels off of them and then go, crazy ass parties and then back into the garage and put them back together. That is effectively the new chopper scene.
Yep.
I hate to say that and risk ridicule from some of the old chopper heads, but that's what we did.
It's a new part of the scene, maybe.
It's just people expressing their individuality in a different way.
Yeah, and I don't think you'd say, it's the new chopper scene.
Yeah, I'll say that.
You'll never remove us chopper kids, so.
No, you're always going to be a dirty chopper jockey, Chris. Forever.
It's never going to change.
That's okay. I'm good with that.
Yep.
I'm good with that. And as long as you guys are too, we'll keep bringing you this show every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Remember to hit the like and share button so when we go live, when we have more to offer from ShopTalk. We hope to see you guys in Sturgis. We're running that down. How many actual shows do we have before we before we get to Sturgis?
2,
One.
1. Yeah.
Okay, one more show until we're on the ground, and then if you guys follow us on Facebook, Instagram, we're gonna bring.
You're gonna get
tons
sick of
live
seeing
stuff.
us.
Yeah, our live game is on point for Sturgis, including the first ever broadcast from the award ceremony at the Sturgis Museum and Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, super excited about that. So until we can get some more of this shit together and come back and invade your headspace again, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting Shop Talk. Don't say it.
Oh, Miss Judy just reminded everybody that Chris has a birthday coming up.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The 29th. On
Once
July 29th, Chris will have completed another circle around the sun.
I think once you're over like 8, it doesn't count anymore.
All right, man. Till next week. Thanks for tuning into Shop Talk. Until next time, same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Bye, Felicia.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for their continued support, and we hope you pay them a visit when you're in the market for great motorcycle parts, products, and events. S&S Cycle, Mikuni American, Baco Parts, The Broken Spoke Saloon, Twisted Tea, The Iron Horse Saloon, High Seas Rally, Twisted Choppers, Twin Power, Drag Specialties, Geico, Law Tigers, Tech Cycle, Fueling Parts, Lone Star Rally, Hijinks Apparel, Progressive Insurance, Spectra Oil, No School Choppers, Motion Pro Tool.